Oh hey, I didn't see you there. What's going on, guys? Halo Vlogs 13 here, back again with another video. And today I am making a remake, so to speak. What I mean by that is, I think either my last video or a couple videos ago, depending on when this video is uploaded, I made a video making an omelette. And, I mean, it went okay, but I think it deserves a redo. So, I have all the ingredients laid out to make the omelet again. And this time, I'm going to go a little bit slower and do it right, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you haven't watched the old omelet video, still watch that, just for entertainment. But don't follow that recipe, because if you want a meh omelet, then go do that. But if you want a decent quality omelet, then watch this video. Anyways, let's get started. So as you can see before me, I have the ingredients that I will need, and here they are. You're going to need 3 eggs, a slice or 2 of ham, some butter, some cheese, shredded cheese, and milk. The equipment you're going to need for this recipe is a spatula, aka a turner, a pan or skillet, a bowl, and a fork, and a knife for the butter. And yes, if you watched my last omelet video, you saw that I added some red bell pepper to my omelet, but this time I can't find the leftovers of that I had, that I put in the fridge. So I'm going to make my omelet without red bell peppers today. Now for this recipe, you're going to start off by getting 3 eggs and cracking them into the bowl like you would any other recipe. After you put your eggs in the bowl, you're going to get your milk and you're going to add just a little splash, like so. A little bit more. There. That should do it. And then you're going to whisk it. You want to make sure the eggs are whisked all the way until it's a nice golden yellow color. Kind of like the color of mustard. Like honey mustard. That's the color you want. Should be good. Once you've whisked your eggs and they're fully mixed, you can set that aside. And now you're going to work on your ham. So for your ham, you're going to want to take 1 or 2 slices, depending on how much ham you want, and cutting it into bite-sized pieces. Gonna get a plate to do that. Oh, look at that. Looks like there's only 1 piece of ham left in the package. So this can be thrown away. And you're gonna cut this up into bite-sized pieces, like I said. Alright, so now as you can see, I have the ham cut up into the pieces that they should be in. And I just realized that I forgot to do something the last time with the ham and with the bell peppers as well. I'm supposed to saute them for a little bit in another pan just to make them a little crispy and a little bit more tasty for the omelet, if that makes any sense. So I have a mini pan right here. I'm gonna turn it on to about the low-high, like high, medium, low-high, if that makes any sense. And then, once it starts to warm up, I'm gonna add the ham to the pan and let it warm up, cook, brown, whatever you want to call it. And while that happens, I'm going to get the eggs ready to be put in the big pan for the actual omelet to be made. So, here we go. In goes the ham. Be careful not to spill. I gotta scrape the rest of them off here. Just pick them up with my hands. That's a slower way, but it still works. You can hear the ham already sizzling, which is a good sign. A very good sign. Alright, there we go. Throw away the plate. Okay. I don't know if the audio is picking up on camera, but you can hear, possibly, the ham sizzling, starting to get its flavor. Just move it around slightly. And remember, you don't want to do this for too long. Probably 5 minutes or less is pretty good. Alright. Did you guys see that smoke? Okay. I'm going to let it sit for about a minute. I'm going to lower the heat to like a lowish medium. I'll set a timer for a minute. And while that's going on, you can start to get your egg mixture together. So let's start by melting some butter. If you guys saw my last video when I made the omelets, I got a full tablespoon of butter, and that was way too much. So I'm going to add a little bit less, maybe like a teaspoon and a half, maybe. Turn on the heat for the other pan. Alright, once you hear popping sound coming out of the ham, that should mean that it's ready. So what you're going to do is, you're going to let it cook for a few extra seconds. And while you do that, you're going to get a bowl from wherever you keep your bowls. And you're going to gently, without spilling, put the ham into the bowl. Of course, you're going to need some help. I'll deal with that once it cools down. And now we're going to get the butter off of the knife into the pan. I think a little bit more butter will be okay. As you can see, the butter is already starting to melt. Okay, that's one way to get the butter off of the knife. Get off of my finger. There we go. Okay, I think that should be good. The butter Knife back in. And let the butter melt. Make sure you remember to coat the pan, the whole surface area of the pan, with the butter, so it's all greased up. You could use the spatula like I was doing, or you could go like that. Either one works. So, alright, now it's time to get the eggs. Once the butter is fully melted in the pan, you can go ahead and add your eggs. There we go. And now you're going to let your eggs cook for a little bit. And then once the eggs are finished cooking, at least on the bottom, you can add your ham. So let's wait for it to cook. And then we'll do what I just said. Alright, so now you can see the eggs are starting to get cooked on the bottom. And when you start to see this happening, this is when you can start to add your fixins, like your ham or whatever you have, like tomatoes, bacon, onions, green onions, whatever. But for me, I'm just having ham and cheese. So right now you can go ahead and add the ham. Make sure you spread this around so it has enough room. Be careful not to break your eggs. There we go. Alright. Gonna add the leftover ham that hasn't been put in yet. There we go. Alright. Now you're going to let it cook for a few more minutes, and then you can add the cheese on the other half. Alright, as you can see, the eggs are starting to bubble, which means I turned down the heat from a 6 or a 7 to about a 4, maybe a 3.5, because we don't want it to cook too fast. We gotta be patient. Patience is key in the art of culinary cooking. That's what I learned pretty recently with the other omelet. Alright, it's been a couple minutes, so now I think it's the right time to add the cheese. Let's go ahead and do that right now. You can add however much cheese you would like. I think that'll be enough. And now, you can flip it over. There we go. Make sure the cheese is melting. That was a better flip than in my first omelet video, if you guys remember. If you guys haven't checked out that first video of me making an omelet yet, I'll post it in the comments down below if you want to watch it for entertainment purposes, not for making it. I mean, if you want a meh omelet, then go ahead and watch that video, but if you want a better quality omelet like this, you should watch this one. Press it down a little bit. Alright. There we go. Alright, I think that's good. Let's get it onto a plate. Alright guys, here's the final product. I think it looks a lot better than the last one. And, of course, you can salt and season the omelet to taste. Whatever you want. However much or however little much you want of the salt and pepper. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos because I want you to join the Halo Army because I could really use the support. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!